1 month to the year after the commencement of earthworks on the Argyle International Airport, some folks from the Grenadine island of Bequia dropped by to pay us a visit. They were picked up in Kingston and brought to the office of the International Airport Development Company, IADC. On arrival, they were greeted by engineer Aluko Dublin, who was designated to give them the grand tour. In front of the office, they were given an overview of the project. Having been properly briefed, they were now ready for an extensive tour of the project, and so they headed for the new Windward Highway. Along the way, they were being constantly provided with information about the project.
This is the Yambu River. I don't know if you would have heard of. So we'd have to span this river. This river, pass it under the runway. They have already located the technology to do it. It's a system they use in Venezuela. So we have an airport with a river under.
Their first stop was at the site for the new Catholic Church in Peruvianville, and then to the Yambu River, where they heard a bit more about how the water would be managed.
First of all, it would not be like this. We have identified a different type of technology in Venezuela that will be used. We're using some arches, some reinforced arches. So the width of it will be something of this sort. I think it should be about 16 or so meters wide. So even if you have a flash flood, it should be able to accommodate all the water. If you notice, the river is only using half of the bridge from Mespo. So the entire catchment area for Mespo, there are about, I think, 3 tributaries that add water to this river. About 3 different tributaries. All the water from up in Mespo comes through here, goes straight to the sea.
From here, it was on to the first kilometer where earthworks are currently taking place.
How wide is the runway?
The width of the runway itself is 45 meters wide. With borders, 60 meters. 60 meters, approximately 200 feet, about.
So all of this hill has to come down?
The runway itself is below the hill. It doesn't pass through the hill. But because of the height of the hill, certain areas of the hill would have to be cut at a slope, because there's a height limit within the airport area.
On the way, they got a glimpse of the fuel and workstations while being further enlightened about the project.
Yeah, there we have a fuel station and a workshop. If you notice where you see 3 tanks there, there's where we store the fuel for the heavy equipment. So we are now in the actual area of the runway. If you want to look carefully, in that is notice a different type of material between where the compactor is and across there. That is the actual runway. Runway we're going in that area, so they put the best material in that area. Because once the planes start landing, they cannot have any pothole or any stuff like that.
Well, I think this airport's going to be very, very interesting because I'm just here on vacation, and I think building an international airport is really important.
I feel good knowing that we will having private jets and big flights coming in.
I go to Bequia Community High School.
True.
And I think the airport is a good idea. Instead of making all the shortcuts from going Barbados and things, you can just leave from here and go to wherever you want to go.
Just under 4 months since that visit was made, the area of the Argyle International Airport continues to be transformed, with a significant portion of the Fort and Makoni-Yami Hills gone. The valley is almost at the height that they are trying to attain, and Johnson Hill is also coming down. Of significance is the additional work being done in the 2nd kilometer, where the areas for the terminal building, apron, runway and other landside facilities are being cleared. Additional equipment, including 2 scrapers and 12 trucks, have been bought to speed up the work. So far, 7 of the trucks have been received and are currently employed on the site. At the moment, 25% of the total earthworks has been completed, and Chief Consultant Engineer Professor Leonardo Perez is hoping to have 30% of it completed before the Christmas break.